somebody excited? Let's put our hands together for Jesus. Have a good time here tonight. I just want you to talk to God within a short while before we go into the session. We ask you, our Father, that you take control of our hearts tonight. We ask you, Almighty God, that you fill this place with your presence. We ask you, our Redeemer, that you will be glorified in every life. We ask you, Jesus, that you touch our lives and bring about a change in every area of our lives that needs to be changed. Thank you, Master Lord, in the name of Jesus. Today, we are looking into a very interesting topic, and I'm sure some of us have received the text message. You have an idea what the topic is. What we are looking at is asking the question, is destiny real? That's the question we are looking at. Is it real? And I would like to learn from you as you also learn from me. Because we all have different understanding, we all have different ideas of what destiny is. And we'll be looking at the understanding of various groups and people as to what destiny is, so that we can arrive at a very comfortable platform for us to take over and to take our life on and to look into the future for a greater tomorrow. Is destiny, is it real? That's the question. Let's start from there. Who wants to answer? Is destiny real? Yes or no? What is your opinion? Is it real?
It is.
Huh?
It is real.
It is real.
Yes.
Who feels it's not real? Okay, if it's real, what's the proof that destiny is real? How do we prove it that it's real? What is the proof that destiny is real? Depending on what you understand by destiny. Yes? You said it's real, man. Can you share with us, why do you think it's real? Why do you say it's real? God bless you, you're welcome, man. She's here for a meeting from an environment meeting here. So she's a visitor to the Gambia. Can we put our hands together for Jesus? So Sister Florence, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So why do you think destiny is real?
I think to begin, we may need to define what is destiny. And from my own perspective, I know that each and every one of us, we are not born by accident. Because God told Jeremiah that before I formed you, I knew you. That means before even his parents came together, God knew Jeremiah. And he did not come to life by chance. So God had foreknew each and every one of us even before we were born. And then he had also predestined our path. So for that, I can actually say that destiny is real, because there is a path that each and every one of us sorry, did you hear what I said, or you want me to start? Sorry? Continue. So I was just saying that before we were all born, God had foreknew us. And he says in the book of Romans that he who I foreknew, I called. Whom I called, I predestinated. So there is none of us that was born by accident, because God foreknew us even before, from eternity past. pass. And he knew when we were to be born and where we will be born. It's not anyone's making to say, I want to be a Gambian, because you did not participate in you being born wherever you are born. So for that, I want to say that destiny is real. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other person that wants to say something on that before we open it up? Yes, there's a hand here.
Thank you very much. I tend to agree with my sister over there. I would define destiny as my purpose, the reason why I am here on earth. That is how I would define destiny. And I think, as she has said, that everything had already been charted and planned. And whatever comes my path, I know it is something which should befall me. Thank you.
Hallelujah. Any other person wants to say something before we go fully into the slides? It's a Women's Day. Where are the men? What do the men think?
I want to give the ladies a chance first.
You are giving them the chance first. Thank you. Okay. The first thing we are looking at is what is expected of us here tonight. What, if you are going out of here, you must go out with something. One, we need to identify the path you are walking in. Whether you are walking in the right path for your life or not. So it is my expectation that by the end of the presentation tonight, you come to an understanding to tell yourself, yes, I am doing it right, or no, I think something has to change in the way my life is. Two, we want to share other people's experience, because we'll be having life experiences shared with us within the short time we are here today, even though the people I've called on don't know. But when I call on you, please share your experience. We'll create a strong desire in us for a greater tomorrow. So that from today, by the things you come to understand, a desire is created in you for you to possess your tomorrow. Because if you are not strong today, you may lose tomorrow. You need to be strong for tomorrow to be in your hands. As it's normally said, it says the way a man lays his bed, so he will lie on it. There is a need first of all to lay the bed before you lie. So if you don't lay it well, then that's the way you lie on it as well. And finally, to leave this place with a refreshed heart. So by the time you are leaving here, something is happening inside of you. There is joy inside of you for a new way and a new hope. So we're going to look first of all to try and define what destiny is. We've listened to the two mothers and sisters who have told us in a nutshell, like a summary of what destiny is. Because before you can believe in destiny, you must understand what it is. So we'll be looking at it from different angles. And I just want you to pay specific attention to what I will be telling us. Yes, please go on. What is destiny? It is the predetermined or inevitable course of event in a man's life. It's a predetermined and inevitable, that means it cannot be avoided. Is that what you believe? That is the dictionary meaning. It is a predetermined course. It is inevitable. No, take it or leave it, you can't change it. Whether you pray or you don't pray, it will happen. Is that what you believe?
No.
Huh? Okay. Now we are rising gradually. 2. What he says that whatever will happen at a place, at a particular time in a man's life, and it could be good or evil. Is that what you believe?
No.
Then are we talking about the same thing here? Huh? Because this is the English meaning of destiny. Let's look at other shapes. For the Hindus and the Buddhists, destiny is called karma. And what do they mean? It says the effect of a person's action that determine his destiny in the next incarnation. To the Buddhists and the Hindus, they believe when you live on this earth and you die, you are going to live again. You can live as a cat, you can live as a dog, you can live as a rat, you can live as a cockroach, or even come as a mosquito. But that's what they believe, that when you die, depending on what you do, that until you burn off all your sins, you cannot become a perfect man. So, and the process of burning off your sin is the process of dying and rising again onto something else. So that is what they believe destiny to be, that what you do now determines who you be when you incarnate, when you rise up again to become either a man or an object. In Islam, it is called Kismat. And the meaning of that is the will of Allah. And what that means is that whatever will happen, will happen. Like everything that happens to a man in life, good or bad, is already predetermined. In Christianity, it is called predestination. And the meaning of predestination is a creation in Jesus. There is a creation in Jesus Christ. So we see that when we are talking about destiny to different religions, it means different things. But there is a side of it that means everything, and that is the side of God. And that's why we are taking time to look at this issue from the divine perspective, the perspective of God. What destiny is and how do we live it out? There are players in the fulfillment of destiny. Who are those players? Yes, who are the players in fulfillment of destiny? Somebody says what? God, yourself, environment,
The devil.
The devil. Okay, very right. There are three major players: God, Satan, and man. Now, in carrying this on, God is the creator of all things. Do we agree? He made all things for man to enjoy. Do you also agree on that? God did not create anything to destroy man. Do we also agree on that? Now the yes is going down. Okay, did God create anything to destroy man? We have a divided house already. In all of God's creation, is there anything that God created to destroy man?
No.
If you know one, please tell me. I said I'm here to learn.
The apple in the garden.
Huh?
The apple in the garden.
What was created to destroy man? it was not created to destroy man. You are taking us into a very deep theological debate. So in all of God's creation, there is nothing. Like I was talking to a British, a white guy, and he was like, "Don't talk to me about this your God." I said, "Why?" He said, "Where was your God when tsunami was carrying all the people in that place? Where was your God when earthquake were killing people?" And I had to tell him, I said, this has nothing to do with God. In all that God will create, He has created everything, and He put the world in a balance. When God created the world that He created was in a balance. And that's why in life you have the positive and the negative force. And when they are in a balance, the positive and the negative force holds things together. But when man, by himself, starts dealing with the nature, the things that God has created, will cause a tilt. And whatever happens is the result of the work of our hands. So that's God. The God we have, the God we serve, is a good God. Whatever He does is good. God does not do anything that is evil. He can do anything and everything except evil. And someone challenged me one day and said, "You say God does not do evil. Then why do people die? Is death evil?" Huh?
No.
Someone talk to me. Is death evil?
No.
Huh?
No.
Okay. Let's go on and let's go on this journey like this way. Is it God that created car that kills man?
No.
Huh?
No.
Huh? Let's go. Is it God?
No.
When a man has accident in a car and die, is it God that created the car?
No.
Is it God that created the guns and the all the weapons that people are using to fight?
No.
Huh? Someone says yes. Can you tell us why?
The idea, or the inspiration, or the wisdom, the knowledge, the brain capacity to do all that came from God. So, in a nutshell, indirectly speaking, God created.
No. Man created.
He gave us the capacity
God
to
gave
create.
you, look, your father can send you to school and pay your school fees. Will he teach you to smoke Indian hemp? Huh? That's what you become. That's what you want to be. God gives us the capacity for good. But that capacity for good also has the ability to be corrupted. So when you allow corruption, we can't blame it on God. There is no man in life that cannot be corrupt, no matter how perfect or how good you are. So it takes a right standing with God for you to be able to overcome corruption. So in all that God has done, I want you to understand, I want you to believe that God is a good God. He does not do evil. The death that God has designed for man is for a man to get to a good old age and die. That is a good death. That to God, there's no evil in it. Because when a man dies here on earth, it may be gain to God. Although some people are losses to God because he wish they were never there. But somehow, they die. All right. Any question? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Satan is the next player. So what we are looking at, we are saying God has his desire. He has his will for every man. And he says, this is what I want for you, O man. This is what I want for you, lady. This is what I want for you, men. In that desire, everything is packaged in it. Each step you take, something happens to you that leads you and advances your cause in what God has designed for you. Then there is the balancing factor, which is the Satan. And what does he do? He comes to say what God said you should do is not so. What you are doing, you shouldn't do it so. Can you turn to the right? And God says it's left, you should keep going. But he says turn right. God says keep going straight. He says stop. So he comes in as an interjection into the life of man. Hello? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
I hope I'm not speaking above your head. Huh? Then the last player there is self. That is man, the activities of man around you, and your own self. What you do with your life. Because at the end of the day, everything that happens to you is a result of a decision. Who takes that decision? Hello, who takes the decision? If God says, sit, and you said, no, I will stand, can you blame God for that? No. So your life, how you live it out, is as a result of the choices you have made in life. Do you know it is choice that brought you here today? There were one or two other places you could have been to. True or false?
True.
Huh?
True.
But you made a choice that instead of going there, let me be here. So the choice you make in life is very, very important. It takes you, advances your cause in fulfilling divine destiny, or it destroys that cause in your life.